And I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord, oh Lord. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, and I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, I can feel it in the air tonight. Oh Lord, oh Lord, and I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, oh Lord,
Here we go. Ray Halbrook here with Coach C.B. Walker from the Jefferson Vikings men's team, 3-4 right now, and you're seeing some good flashes of some good things going on. What's your take so far on the season?
I'm happy with where we at. Just taking notes from our last game, we're not going to win no type of games when we're 17 for 64 from the field. So it's not necessarily that we're not playing together. It's not we getting out rebound. None of that's concept. I think it's very simple. We got to make shots. We got to make shots. This is college basketball. There's no way we can win games going 17 for 64. And I kind of stated that to them. You got to continue to have confidence in your shot, confidence in what you know how to do. But we got to be better than it for sure.
Practices are going good?
Yes, sir. Practice is going well. They're making shots in practice. So, we just got to carry it over to the game. I think a lot of it is our preparation. We got to be, our preparations for having our blood downs, hand ready to be able to make shots. And we got to finish around the basket when we get those opportunities.
Yeah, you've got State Fair in here today. What do we know about State Fair?
They're a big team. They're big. They play through their forwards. So I know it's definitely going to be a tough matchup for our fours and our fives. But overall, I think if our guards handle the ball well, we run our offense the way we do, and we help each other out on defense, I think we'll be fine. We're without two of our players. Jalen Boyd is out tonight. He suffered concussion from last game. Jordan Wade had his shoulder pop out of place, so he's out again. So again, we got guys that need to step up. I think it's simple as that. But State Fair is good. They're good, and like I said, they're big, they're long. They play through their forwards, so it's definitely going to be a matchup overall for a team. But our forwards are definitely going to be tested tonight.
Appreciate the time, Coach.
No problem. Thank you.
Hey, Coach C.B. Walker from the Jefferson Vikings.
Drives the baseline. Shots no good. Rebounds put up and down. Lee from 10. No good. Rebound. Takes it from 18. Count on Monty Bogan. Good shot. Smoky in the air. That's a lot of fun. Flames for 3. Count it. Try to take it from me. All alone, Alfonso Cotton puts it down. And we're tied.
We're back. You ready?
Jalen Boyd, St. Louis, Missouri. Nico Bateman, Kansas City, Missouri.
Stephen Bonner, St. Louis, Missouri.
Jordan Wade, East St. Louis, Illinois.
Gabe Watkins, Herculaneum, Missouri.
Chemo Chancellor, East St. Louis, Illinois.
Cole Rickerman, Festus, Missouri.
Devontae Sinisi, London, United Kingdom.
Darian Webb, Papa Bluff, Missouri.
Kate Harmon, Perth, Western Australia.
Harrison Razor, Evansville, Indiana.
Gavin Smith, Mount Carmel, Illinois.
Kobe Branscombe, Festus, Missouri.
Sean Vianney, Clarksville, Tennessee.
Good afternoon and welcome to Vikings basketball. We are live from Joe Ellen Stringer Court, home to the Jefferson Vikings in Hillsborough, Missouri. They're going to be taking on the State Fair Roadrunners in Game 2 of our doubleheader here. Ray Halbrook along with Brian Kaplinger and Matt Bates. Guys, Game 2 begins here, and tough task here for the Jefferson Vikings.
Suffice to say, I mean, the record looks otherwise at State Fair at 4-8. But they're led by a trio of Steven Samuels averaging 11.5, Thomas Dew averaging 12, Cliff Barrow averaging 12.5. But it is, once again, as we saw in the women's game, the men, I mean, at the free throw line, Dew's a 72% shooter.
Right.
Barrow's an 88% shooter. And that's not even talking about the other members of the team that are still shooting a collective, 79% from free throws. I mean, the damage they do when you give them the freebies at the charity stripe, you can't say enough about that. And we saw how that impacted the last game as well, Brian.
Yeah, and I mean, to your point, I mean, the Roadrunners are an extremely well-coached team that shoot the ball well, both from the free throw line and their field goal percentage. I mean, they're up near 67%, so they take advantage of their open shots, and it doesn't get any more open than the free throws. And so it's going to be a test for the Vikings. They're going to have to rebound and play solid defense, and you heard from Coach Walker, they have to hit shots today.
And we will go over starting lineups in just a second. This is the first time that Jefferson College has played State Fair since the 1987-88 season, so welcome back to getting the program back on the map. The starting five for State Fair will be Avant Coleman, Elijah Edwards, Thomas Dew, Cliff Barrow, and Isaiah Jackson, who Jackson at 6'7", 93% from the charity stripe. So a little something to be on the lookout for. Lucky 13, that's Cliff Barrow, knocks down the first bucket of the day, 2-0 lead. The Jefferson College Vikings will send out number 10, Gabe Watkins. Kimo Kanzler, number 11. Number 12, Cole Rickerman. 21, Cade Hartman. And number 32, Sean Villanea.
Yeah, and just a quick start for the Roadrunners, getting right into their offense and getting that quick bucket. And now you're seeing the Vikings trying to do the same thing.
Watkins kicks it back out. 3-ball for Villanea. So punch, counter punch, 3-2 lead for the Vikings. Only 50 seconds into this contest. Another 3-ball put up. That goes off the rim. Rebound taken by Dew, and back in it goes. The 6'8" forward from St. Cloud, Minnesota, averages 12 a game.
Yeah, the size advantage definitely goes to the Roadrunners in this, but a good idea, I think, by Jefferson. Let's try and stretch out some of their big men, make them play on the perimeter.
Watkins picks up his dribble, gives back out up top. Over to Rickerman, back down, they go down low. That's Kanzler. Tosses one in through the cylinder. The 6'9" sophomore from East St. Louis. Makes it a 5-4 ball game. Vikings still up by 1. And we go from quarters in the women's game to halves in the men's game. Vikings going right to left, and State Fair going left to right, decked out in the light blue. Vikings decked out in the home white with a little offset red and white vertical pattern going up the sides. There's a throw in. That's intercepted by Villanea. Gives it over to Watkins. Nice job on the intercept. Watkins near 4 by us.
Yeah, so far I like the pace that the Vikings are playing with. I think, these drive kicks, getting the open shots, and so far knocking down those shots.
Rickerman picks back up, goes to Watkins. He goes far side. Little dance, back out for 3. Off the rim, bounces over, and that'll be no chance for a rebound. Possession goes automatically now over to State Fair. 2:18 into half number 1. It is a 5-4 lead for the Vikings. Back over the timeline they come. 3-ball put up. That goes off the front of the cylinder. That's going to be grabbed by Cade Harmon. He comes in averaging only 17 points a ball game. Watkins spin move at the stripe. Bangs right off the front of the cylinder. comes right back down. Dew. Back over to Jackson. They set back up shop. Coleman up top.
Both teams really kind of looking to push the pace, especially on offense. This is the first time we've really kind of seen them settle into a specific offensive design play other than kind of like pick and rolls.
17:04 on the clock. That'll be a throw in. Down under the bucket, that'll be Elijah Edwards. As again, keys to the game for today. Do not foul and send them to the charity stripe. Number 2, rebounding. Follow up your shot. And rebound they did. Here comes Watkins back up. Still a 5-4 ball game. Rickerman. He goes over to Harmon. Harmon back over to Watkins. Watkins sounds like a law firm. Down to Villanea. Spin move in the paint. Got clipped on the way by.
Yeah.
And they're going to call, that'll be number 11, Thomas Dew. So the sooner you can get him into foul trouble, the better.
Absolutely, and I think some of it, to your point, talking about the rebounding game, it's going to start when the shot initially goes up. You got to find yourself in the right positions, especially to win some of these rebounds with the size that the Roadrunners have.
And I think you put it very eloquently in the women's game that we saw earlier today, where Klaus, we were up top, we were talking about the beautiful shot that she has. Well, if you're on the floor, you can't get caught up looking at that. Villanea drops another one in. He has 5.
Right. The best rebounders always anticipate everyone to miss. It's not discrediting your teammates. You're just trying to make sure you're in position that when it does happen, you get the best chance to get the ball.
3 Vikings there for that rebound. Villanea, far side. Harmon being hounded over there by Barrow. They give it over to Rickerman. Ball's poked out of his hand and out. Just a tick under 16 minutes now left to go, opening half. But again, when the shots go up, you just can't get caught looking at it on the floor. You've got to be like chess. You know, if the ball hits off the front, where do I need to be at? If it airballs, where do I need to be at? Not, wow, look at the spin and the rotation on that. Next thing you know, the game's by you. Here comes Watkins. And he pulls up shop. Call him on a travel, little slide foot.
Yeah, just getting ahead of himself a little bit there. Wanted to pass it to the corner. Didn't recognize the defense was closing in and, tried to do a nice little job of, I didn't really pick up my foot, but he had already picked up his dribble.
Little soft man press brought up, so they continue the man defense. Spin it all the way around. 3-ball put up, that goes off. Rickerman just swipes that right out of the hand of Dew. Back up comes Watkins. So empty possession down there for the Roadrunners, who again come in from the floor. They're only 40%, so they do their damage at the charity stripe, and there's Watkins with an easy missed bounce pass that goes out and through. So don't even give yourself a chance to put any points up off that possession.
Yeah, and that's going to be tough. Again, you don't want to have just these errant passes, these easy turnovers. If you're being athletic and a ball gets tipped away, those type of things, aggressive, you'll live with that. But the mental mistakes can't happen if you want to stay in this game.
This is Elijah Edwards. They give it back over to Jackson. Jackson. There was an open look at the bucket, but they went ahead and give it back to Jackson. They go down low. That kick all the way back out. A little clip by Harmon on the way by. That was number 1, Avant Coleman. 6'1" sophomore from Houston, Texas. And that'll be Elijah Edwards throwing it in. Another one. He only shoots 83% from the charity stripe. So here's Dew. Kicks it back out. Lefty knocks down a 3. Elijah Edwards.
Yeah, that's a staple inbound play. Just throw it down low and slide to the corner. They don't pick you up. An easy 3.
Here's Gabe in and out of the feet at the charity stripe, and that does not roll through. Bucket spits that one back out. Tie ball game, 7-7. Back up comes Edwards. He goes high off the glass and in. Elijah Edwards has 5 of the 9. Now a 2-point lead for the Roadrunners, 9-7. So Vikings, just been a while since they've knocked one through. Villanea Kanzler still back out there. Villanea's at the charity stripe, and they're going to call him with a spin move and a travel.
Yeah, and just good defense
So,
there by Dew.
Media timeout taken with exactly 14 minutes left to go in this half. We're going to step aside as well. This is Vikings basketball right here on live stream STL.
Thurman Law has been your trusted legal MVP for over 75 years. Touchdowns to tough legal battles, we've got your back on every game of life. Whether you're facing a personal injury, need a defense strategy, or tackling family matters, Thurman Law Firm is the winning play. Like your favorite team, we're dedicated to the Jefferson County community. Choose Thurman Law Firm, your legal champions for over 7 decades. Give them a call, 636-789-8989.
Matt Bates, Brian Kaplinger back here with you at Jefferson College Fieldhouse, the Joe Ellen Stringer Court located inside. 6 minutes been played here in the opening half, and it is a 9-7 State Fair Road Runner lead at the moment. But as we were talking during the break, Brian, they're just the empty possessions. I mean, when you come down and you work your tail off for, about the better part of a minute to 45 seconds that you chew off the clock, and you just don't get anything out of that. No shot, no nothing. The ball is just freely turned back over to the Road Runners, and those points off of that they're just devastating.
Yeah, and that you said it right. I mean, it's heartbreaking because you don't get an opportunity at anything.
Foul down low, and they're going to count the bucket and the bruise as that was Jackson going up. Give him 2. Kanzler just decided to horse collar him around the neck as he went up and went down through the bottom of the net, so he'll go to shoot an and 1. And checking into the ball game, Devani Sanusi from London, England.
Yeah,
We say welcome to the game.
That's right, and this is going to be a challenge. The Vikings are one of the the team that fouls the most, in this conference, and so they've really got to kind of keep themselves in check here. To your point earlier in the game, the Roadrunners shoot the ball well from the free throw line, and so the last thing you want to do is put them on that for free.
Well, Isaiah Jackson, 93%, was 26 of 28. So, again, it wasn't like he was only, like 2 for 3. No, you're looking at 30 attempts from the charity stripe, and he's knocked down about 27 of them. So here's Watkins being guarded. He's going to go all the way around. Somehow that was Kobe Branscombe on the far side, able to keep it in. Go in the middle to Villanea. There's 4 Road Runners right there. One of them, the one with the ball, Elijah Edwards, sets up shop. Gives it over to Barrow. Barrow, they're going to kick it back out to Edwards. Says, hey, hold on, wait a minute. 13 left to go in the half. Watkins gets right around that little pick and roll, still guarding on Edwards. 10 on the shot clock. Drive through the paint. Little bit of a hand, but was that bucket on number 13?
Yes.
That was Mr. Barrow.
Yeah, and right now I think it's just been a little too easy for the Roadrunners to get to the paint and get these easy layups.
And Rickerman, long range 3. So only 13 seconds chew off of the shot clock. Rickerman chucks up a long range 3. It bounces up over the glass and out. So kind of like no chance for a rebound, anything at least, or even just a set up to try to do something. And next thing you know now, the Roadrunners have doubled you up right now. It's now 14-7.
Yeah, they've definitely settled in with their offense.
Long range 3 put up by Edwards. That goes off, and there's going to be a foul called down low. So they're going to get white 21. So the guilty party will be Cade Harmon, the 6'6" Thunder from down under from Perth, Australia. Once again, home to the rock band In Excess for those. Like a little music trivia for him.
There you go, learning something new.
Good day, mate. So, down low, inside the paint, try to put a spin move on Sanusi that does not work, so that'll be a turnover. So nice job by the Vikings to thwart the efforts of the Roadrunners there on that trip down the floor. So into the game, number 20, Darian Webb. 5'9" sophomore from Poplar Bluff. Welcome to the ball game. Gives it out to Branscombe. Branscombe drives in. He stops. Wow, okay. I thought they were going to get him on a travel when he tried shuffling the feet. No dice. He's going to go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, I mean, nice little Euro step kind of up and under for him to try and get that shot and get himself to the free throw line.
Just get yourself in a spot to be productive.
Yeah, absolutely. As an offensive player, always try and create contact where you can, because more than often you're going to get that call.
And bangs that one off the back iron. And as he gets ready for free throw number 2, just don't step out of that blue arc there in the back. We saw that in the women's game. First time I think I've ever seen that one of the ladies put their heels on that back blue arc and they waved it off.
Yeah.
So.
You know, usually the officials are paying attention to that and don't throw the ball that early,
but he does knock down that one, so Branscombe will pick up his first point of the day. Also in the game, Gavin Smith from Mount Carmel, Illinois, number 23. Far side, Harmon. They go all the way over to Barrow. Barrow almost picked off, but to the bucket and in goes number 15, Isaiah Jackson. Boy, he doesn't miss much.
No, and
off the panel goes Sanusi. Back comes.
And it's just been too easy around the rim for him.
And that was Avant Coleman. He goes off the square, doesn't get the bucket in the breeze. He's going to go to the line to shoot two. Foul will be on number 20, Darian Webb.
Yeah, and it's been a quick 4 fouls already for the Vikings here. I mean, you're talking just over 11 minutes.
I would have to say the speed that the Roadrunners are bringing to the table right now. And that's even whether you're the point guard of Avant Coleman or whether you're one of the bigs like Isaiah Jackson at 6'7". Everybody in this has turned this into a relatively track meet. And there's another one knocked down. So 17-8, 9-point lead. Once again, almost doubled up once again. So that'll be Villanea up top. They kick it down low. Branscombe waits for one to fly by, goes in. Foul's going to be down on the floor.
Yeah, and doing a good job of creating his shot right there is Branscombe getting to the line again. I mean, at this point, if shots aren't falling, that is the best thing you can do is get to the paint, create contact, force the officials to make some calls.
And on the throw in, that will be number 20, Darian Webb. Branscombe trying to work out, not able to get there. Got to get it out. Time was ticking down on that. 5 seconds to get it in. Branscombe down low. Kanzler off the front of the iron. Once again, 3 Roadrunners right there to grab the rebound. Back up they come. Samuels kick it back out for 3. In and out. Went the shot of Barrow. They get the rebound though. Feliv Najvali, he goes up. And they're going to count the bucket on that one.
No basket. No basket. Just the foul.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I don't know what they were calling there. It didn't even come close to going in.
Okay. I didn't think so either, but I mean, again, after some of the stuff we saw in that first game, I mean, you just again, don't step on the blue arc.
That's right.
That could really mess things up.
Been some crazy calls early in the games.
But he knocks that one down and through. So that will now make the score 18-8. So the first time we've had a double-digit lead in the ball game, and that goes to the Roadrunners 18-8. Branscombe gets his pocket picked. But then giveth and taketh. That was Osagi. He got the ball picked off by him on his way back up the court. And, of course, Coach Brown's going to put in everybody that's got like a phonetic eye chart. So you got Osagi, O-S-A-G-I-E. Mosa Osagi, number 10 out there. Branscombe kicks it back out. Free look for Villanea, and he's going to knock down the three. So 8 of the 10 points, quick math, 80% of the points put down by Villanea. He has 8 of the 10.
Yeah, and I mean, if they're going to leave him open like that, I'd say keep going to him and see what he can create.
Defensive rebound taken by Kemo Kanzler, the 6'9 center. There's a foul away from the play. So if you were at Vegas, I mean, what's the over-under? I'm going to set it at 4 for fouls away from the ball right now. It seems, I mean, I think outside of like 2 obvious hacks that I've seen, the number of fouls away from the ball is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, to this point right now, you're definitely taking the over. I don't know what's happening away from the ball, if they're just trying to work through some screens or what.
So that was Gavin Smith. Little give and go between Branscombe and Kanzler, and that'll go out of bounds. So 9 seconds on the shot clock. So Jefferson College will keep control of the ball. Kanzler will get that throw in. I was going to say he does have a dribble available to him. They kick it off. That will go out of bounds. Shot clock expires, and no shot taken in the 9 seconds that was on the shot clock.
Yeah, and just really good defense there by the Roadrunners, waiting for the offensive player to go up, stripping the ball. And right now, it just seems like it's clicking for them on both sides of the ball.
9 minutes, 9 seconds left to go, opening half. Still now an 8-point lead. They've whittled it down to a single digit, but back up they come with a 3-point bucket. Give that one to Cliff Barrow. Actually, nope, give him 2 on that one because they're only giving the score to 20. But speaking of 20, that's Darian Webb knocking down his first bucket of the game to make it 20-12. Steven Samuels averages 11.5 into the ball game here. He goes up, and that's hammered out, and he's hammered to the floor.
Yeah, it's a hard fall. Good to see him bounce right back up after that one.
The proverbial 2 birds with 1 stone right there. That was Kanzler. Not only did he get the block, he also got a nice hammer on on Samuels on the way by, so the ball hits the deck. So does Samuels, but he's going to go to the line to shoot a couple. He's going to drop that one through. I guess with people to send to the line, I mean, he's only shooting 53%, so hey. But he knocks that one down.
Right, so far
so
not
that means
to your
he's
advantage.
due to miss this one.
That's right, so you better be ready to rebound on this.
And at least we have people in the box, to at least vie for that rebound, and they do. Kanzler gets that one. 6'9", just like a redwood out there, stood head and shoulders above everybody else and just grabbed that one. Big move by Webb. They're going to kick it back out to Rickerman. They go cross court over to Gavin Smith. Back over to, that is 21 Cade Harmon. They go down low. Rickerman goes off the panel and in.
Just a good backdoor cut there by Rickerman to get to the ball, knowing, his defenders kind of lost watching that play develop.
Averages 11. That's his second point of the day, first bucket. Long range 3 put up, goes off the back iron. Once again, Kanzler says, get out of my house. I'm going to take that rebound. Back over far side's Webb. Down low. Harmon, they kick it back out to Kanzler. Rickerman. Fire it down low. Kanzler goes up, has it stripped out, no call. Now they're going to get him stepping out on the baseline. What could have been at least 2 healthy fouls that I saw on the way through, and play on, says the ref.
That's right, getting a little physical down low on the blocks and in the paint.
Ben Miller, maybe the easiest of the names for the Roadrunners into the ball game, number 22. Back over. Down low. Denishvali. He's going to fire it off the glass. Nothing. Webb grabbed that rebound 1-on-3, and I think Looks like the big man out there, Cancer, might have taken either a poke to the eye, the face, somewhere around there on the way up.
Yeah, and he's been working hard down on the block, both on the defensive and offensive side. You'd like to see him maybe get him an opportunity and reward the big man with some points.
Webb over to Rickerman. Rickerman, he's going to toss it back out. 3 ball for Gavin. Gavin Smith going to make it now, choose that down to a 4-point deficit, 21-17. 6:36 and counting left to go until halftime. Drive to the paint, pulls up, kicks it back out. That's going to be Samuels. He goes reverse, off and in.
Yeah, and just a nice move, recognizing that Kanzler's underneath. He's not really going to want to try and go directly at him, and so to the up and under there, just a beautiful move.
Again, just a matter of, I'm going to take what you're going to give me, and if you're going to give me that up and under, I'll go ahead and do that. Here's Webb once again. He's going to kick it out to Rickerman. Rickerman is going to fake. Pulls up his dribble now. He's in a mess. Here comes Harmon. He's going to kick it back out. Webb's going to drive in 1-on-3. Kicks it out to Rickerman. They swing it back out to Smith. Back out for 3. Cade Harmon, the Thunder from down under with a 3-point bucket. 23-20. Timeout taken on the floor. We're going to step aside as well. No, we're not. We are not. You know what? Come to think of it, we're going to keep it right here. And we're going to talk about our good buddy Ron Rigdon over at Cheap Seats Photography. Go to cheapseatsphoto.com, 314-402-9014. Ron Rigdon, he does photos, banners, custom designs, wherever you see us at. He does our banners. That's Cheap Seats Photography, cheapseatsphoto.com. 5:47 left to go until halftime, and I'll tell you what, a little Gordon stoplight replay down there again. Ray Hallbrook there, imposing that on us. Nice job with the replays.
The quick replays are just almost impossible in college and in ABA. The high school not so bad. We had it going last night. It wasn't so bad, but tonight.
Thought you'd try your hand at it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to try to. So
well.
Yeah. This has definitely been a fast-paced game. They're going back and forth, and so it makes it hard to capture those and get them in here. But it's been kind of a little bit of a flurry by the Vikings to get back in this. We saw them kind of go down, almost double digits there for a little bit, hit some big open shots here to kind of climb back in. But I would say it's really kind of started with their defense. They're really starting to kind of press for some tough shots, I would say, from the Roadrunners.
They had a double-digit lead at one point. It snuck out to 10. But, it was 14-7, 18-9. Now the Vikings have been able to whittle it to a one-bucket game, 23-20. So, as we said in the women's game, it's right there for you now. I'm not saying take your foot off the gas, but you've done enough to now to get, like you're back, you're relevant again.
Right.
The game's not running away from you. You've been able to make what you can with those possessions that State Fair has been giving you. But you just can't take your foot off the gas. And there's a 3 ball. Man, oh man. Cliff Barrow, one-man wrecking crew.
Yeah, and that kind of lends to the Vikings went to a 2-3 zone defense there, and that's going to leave kind of those wings open occasionally if you can't shift over quick enough. And so they're going to have to watch that if they choose to stay in a 2-3 defense.
I know before the end of the day I'm going to call him Clyde Barrow because the old Bonnie and Clyde, the infamous gangsters, his name was Clyde Barrow. Through the paint goes number 21, Cade Harmon, but Avant Coleman going to check into the ball game.
Yeah, they were going to say that was on the floor. They didn't give him the continuation, so it will be a side out.
Just like in volleyball. Gabe Watkins, pass down low, just does not get the fall in through the bucket. They go to follow it up. There was a big dunk that Dew was going to try from way out. Talk about a tall drink of water. Good night.
Right. And then him skying for that. Just a great job by the defense not letting him get to it. But he was pretty ambitious in trying to go for that one.
Watkins dishes back out to Rickerman, drives on him, Dew, and Dew just kind of clips the mirror on the way by. They're going to get Rickerman 2, goes to the line to finish an and 1. great job by Rickerman, who, I mean, let's face it, that was 6'3" against 6'8", 6'9". I'm going to call him 7 foot because maybe that's flat-footed without shoes on, but and Rickerman finishes it off. But it was a great job by him just to navigate around him, just to get the clip of the mirror on the way by to go to the line.
Yeah, and just a great job of keeping the ball out in front of him to scoop so that there is no opportunity for a block.
You know, he got the bucket, got the bruise, and with 4:20 left to go, still a 3-point ball game, but a foul on Cade Harmon on the way through. Again, Harmon, 6'6" from Perth, Australia. That's his second on the day. That's going to send Janali to the line. Has 2 points, both coming from the charity stripe. From Ottawa, Ontario.
So we're getting represented well internationally here in this game.
I'm telling you what, wait till we do volleyball too, brother. It's like a UN meeting. But I do have to say, one of the few that I remember calling from Canada, though. So check that one off the list of countries that I've called.
We'll have a couple from baseball and softball from Canada, I believe.
Watkins, he's going to drive out on the far side. Couple ticks above 4 minutes left to go in this half. Nice look by Watkins down to Rickerman. Just has that one swatted right away. Back comes State Fair. 3-on-1, and back comes Gavin Smith, and I think they're going to get him on the foul on that one. 3:55 left to go, and, you know, it was a one-bucket ball game, and some of the drives where you've not been able to convert on that, it's now a 5-point ball game at 28-23.
Right, and then you're just seeing right there with Coach Walker getting Kamsler back in the game. I think is really, really smart because he was controlling the rebounds and kind of that defensive presence there for the Vikings. And so as they start to kind of, you know, the Roadrunners push this game back out up by 6, you need to stabilize that defensive side and get some easy baskets.
And that's Osagi knocking down both of his attempts. So, as we say, just like that, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So, 7-point ball game, 30-23. Vikings down by 7 now. I mean, the last time I blinked, it was a 3-point ball game. Here's Watkins, in and out of the feet, kicks it over to Rickerman. Rickerman, he's going to drive through the paint now. He's going to go down low, kicks it back out. Watkins, 5 on the shot clock, picked up his dribble. Go down low, they got to get it up and off. They're able to get one off without the shot clock expiring, but State Fair gets the ball. They come right back. They go off the panel and in. That will be number 13, Cliff Barrow. Another timeout taken with 3:15. We're going to step aside as well. This is Vikings basketball, Livestream STL.
Thurman Law has been your trusted legal MVP for over 75 years. Touchdowns to tough legal battles, we've got your back on every game of life. Whether you're facing a personal injury, need a defense strategy, or tackling family matters, Thurman Law Firm is the winning play. Like your favorite team, we're dedicated to the Jefferson County community. Choose Thurman Law Firm, your legal champions for over 7 decades. Give them a call, 636-789-8989.
The House Bar and Grill at your Festus Pasta House is your place to watch all local high school sports live. That's right, I said live. Come in and enjoy all local high school sports brought to you live on our 5 big screen TVs from Livestream STL. Also enjoy our happy hour menu, which includes half-price pizzas, discounted appetizers, and drink specials. We are the best place to gather for your local high school sports brought to you by Livestream STL at your Festus Pasta House on Highway A, where it's always a great time.
Please do so. Go check out the nice people over there at Pasta House in Festus. Thank you for airing our games over there at your facility, Pasta House in Festus. Matt Bates and Brian Kaplinger back here with you at Jefferson College Fieldhouse. just like that, 9-point lead has opened up for the State Fair Roadrunners. Gabe Watkins up top, takes a shot to the beak, gets it back out to Gavin Smith, back over to Rickerman. Rickerman back over to Gabe Watkins. Watkins, he's going to drive in, stops out from 20. That does not fall through. Fight for the rebound, and Kanzler just did everything but get the rebound. Goes out off his hands, and with 2:42 now. No points put up on that drive, and that will be Roadrunner basketball.
Yeah, and Matt, you know, we were talking a little bit during the break and just talking about kind of like these empty possessions. I mean, there they did get a shot, which is good, an opportunity at an offensive rebound, but you really got to start limiting those empty possessions, especially because it's enabling the Roadrunners to get these runs to increase the lead.
And credit to State Fair, I mean, because as we saw in the women's game, they're making the points off of those. And once again, right there you see Isaiah Jackson. He's going to knock down another 2. Give him 7 of the 34. Now it's an 11-point lead that's blown up. 2:10 left to go until halftime. 34-23. And they're going to get, looks like they're going to get Rickerman. A little too heavy on the way. Yep.
Yeah.
No, they're going to get 11 away from the ball. They're going to get Kemo Kanzler.
Yeah, I think as he was coming to set that screen, never really set his feet, and they're going to get him with that moving screen violation.
So that's his second. 2 minutes left to go until half. So still 23-34. There's a 3-ball put up. That's going to go right on through for Cliff Barrow, who's been a one-man wrecking crew in this first half.
Yeah,
I have him unofficially at 15 right now, and there's a steal. Right now, they just can't get out of their own way. State Fair spin move, bounce pass down low, and that might be their first mistake in the last, I don't know, say 4 minutes when it was a 3-point ball game.
Yeah, just getting a little too over-aggressive, I think, there, trying to get the ball down low. You're driving, all of a sudden you get stopped. A little bit of panic sets in, and you're just trying to get rid of the ball.
So State Fair has given you an empty possession. Now what do you do with the ball in this last 90 seconds coming up the floor? Can you get points off of it?
Yeah, you got to definitely get a good look here.
No-look pass, and so the no-look pass is going to come back to bite him. As I'm not going to say he was trying to be too cute. There was 2 Vikings right there that were within reason, but doesn't go into the hands of either one of them. Zips right out. So you're still back at your 14-point deficit now with 69 seconds left to go. And it looks like State Fair is quite content running off a lot of this clock right now. 9 on the shot clock. And that is Avant Coleman up top. He's working on Gavin Smith. Long-range shot put up. That misses everything. So that's a shot clock violation as it didn't hit the rim or anything with 48.8 left to go until halftime. And now it's a 2-touchdown, 2 PAT lead.
Yeah, and it's funny how quick that can happen. But again, you know, we talk about these empty possessions, these turnovers. They mount up quick, and at least with the way that State Fair has been shooting the ball, it's going to let them grow quick.
Gabe Watkins, he goes up. Ball's rejected, but apparently got a little too much hand and a little too much harm, and he will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised they're not questioning that one because it looked like the ball did hit the backboard before that second player got his hand on it. So you would think almost a goaltending call would have been the case there as well.
Elijah Edwards, number 5, has 5 on the day, but that's his second foul. Watkins bangs that one off the back plate. Checking in, number 14, Devontae Sanusi once again, along with number 20, Darian Webb. Branscombe checking out, along with Cade Harmon. Harmon normally averages 17 a game. He has 3 on the day. Watkins misses both of those when you needed them right there. 35 seconds and counting until halftime. Watkins putting a little one-on-one pressure on the way over the timeline. They are able to navigate their way through. In and out of the feet. Little dribbling clinic put on by Coleman. gets the ball over on the far side. They're going to kick it back out. That was Najali. They go down low, goes up, does not get his own rebound. Rebound taken by Zanussi with 10 seconds now left to go. Webb, he's going to drive through, 1-on-4. Going to kick it out. Gavin, he pulls up, airballs everything. So nothing comes of that. Time's just going to run out. So into the first half, 37 for the Roadrunners, 23 for your Vikings. That will bring us to halftime, so we'll see you back here in 15 minutes. Vikings basketball live stream STL.
Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Any unauthorized use of this broadcast without the express written consent of Livestream STL is strictly prohibited.
Ruther Ford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Ruther Ford off I-55 to Hercules Automall.
Where family pride is driven home. Ruther Ford, Ruther.com.
Tire Bargains, your one-stop destination for all your vehicle's needs. Established in 1985, we offer the best deals on all major tire brands, custom wheels, and lift kits. But we do so much more than just make your vehicle look good. We also help make sure it rides and drives good by offering a full range of repair and inspection services, including alignments. Whether it's custom accessories or repair work, Tire Bargains has you covered. Tire Bargains is located at 2100 Truman Boulevard in Crystal City. Give us a call today at 636-937-0021.
I'm Scott Seek, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll create a personalized financial strategy backed by our advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me today at 636-937-8081. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Mama's on the Hill, home of the original toasted ravioli. For reservations, gift cards, and banquet and catering inquiries, contact them at 314-776-3100, located at 2132 Edwards in St. Louis, Missouri. Check them out on the web on mamasonthehill.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive holiday offers. Precision Film Products, specializing in automotive and residential window film installations, paint protection film, and full vehicle wraps. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram at Precision Film Products or call 636-475-7510. Precision Film Products.
Hey, y'all, it's Jeff from Case and Bucks. Thanks for watching the games today. We appreciate all your business all year long. Don't forget, we've got awesome wings. We got amazing burgers. We got salads like you wouldn't believe. Come check us out. We have barbecue on Thursdays. We have Southern Nights on Wednesdays. We've got bingo on Tuesdays. We can't wait to see you all. Thanks a bunch, and we look forward to having a great summer with y'all.
You can now download the TKDS Sports Network app for mobile, Roku, and Fire TV. Help support Livestream STL by subscribing on our website at livestreamstl.tkdssports.com. Your support helps us to continue our great coverage of Jefferson County and St. Louis County sports. We greatly appreciate your support, and thanks again for watching Livestream STL.
Hi, my name is Marie Stelling. I'm the Community Relations Director for Autumn Ridge Residences. We offer a vibrant senior living community conveniently located at 55 in Herculaneum. We offer 3 meals a day, activities and outings, housekeeping, laundry is all included. Just minutes away from doctor's offices, restaurants, and shopping. So if you or someone you know are considering senior living, please contact me, Marie Stelling, at 636-931-8400. Come see for yourself why seniors love the life they live at Autumn Ridge.
The House Bar and Grill at your Festus Pasta House is your place to watch all local high school sports live. That's right, I said live. Come in and enjoy all local high school sports brought to you live on our 5 big screen TVs from Livestream STL. Also enjoy our happy hour menu, which includes half-price pizzas, discounted appetizers, and drink specials. We are the best place to gather for your local high school sports brought to you by Livestream STL at your Festus Pasta House on Highway A, where it's always a great time.
Ruther Ford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Ruther Ford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Family pride is driven home. Ruther.com.
At Girardi Agency Missouri Farm Bureau, we're dedicated to safeguarding your present and securing your future. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or business insurance, we offer comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Our office has been located in Hillsborough for over 30 years. Please contact our office today for a quote, 636-797-5800.
The Breeze Dental Care Team consists of dedicated individuals who are caring, kind, and friendly. Our staff is here to ensure a pleasant experience during your visit to our office. Our team includes experienced and energetic people whose goal it is to communicate well with our patients and provide the best care possible. Providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic care, schedule a visit by calling 636-937-3030 or find us on the web at breezedentalcare.com.
Hey, Ray Halbrook here with Livestream STL Media. You know, we wear a lot of hats in this business, and to tell you the truth, we have a lot of hats from the area here in the Jefferson County and St. Louis County area here, and we'd really just like to tell you about all the different hats that we take care of here with a lot of different schools, a lot of different organizations, things like that. So as I'm doing this hat, you might be thinking, you know, hey, I'm a business, and you know, I'm looking for a way to advertise my business. Well, here's a perfect way right here. Advertise with us here at Livestream STL. Real easy. Sponsor with us, 314-852-4398. I promise you will not be disappointed as we continue our hats here, because we wear a lot of hats. We'd love to wear your hat as a business as well. So partner with us as we continue our amazing coverage in the Jefferson County and St. Louis County area. We'd love to have you on here as a business. So consider giving us a call. Again, I'll throw this up here real quick, 314-852-4398. And again, like I said, your business helps us continue the great coverage in Jefferson County. I've got a handful more here, but man, we'd really love to have you as a part of our businesses as well. Again, if you're a business, big business, small business, doesn't matter, give us a call, 314-852-4398. I promise you will not be disappointed, as I got 2 more hats left here. And man, we appreciate having all of the amazing businesses in Jefferson County and St. Louis County. So again, give us a call, 314-852-4398. I promise you will not regret it. Have a great day.
Ruther Ford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Ruther Ford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Family pride is driven home. Ruther Ford. Ruther.com.
Jalen Boyd, St. Louis, Missouri. Nico Bateman, Kansas City, Missouri.
Stephen Bonner, St. Louis, Missouri.
Jordan Wade, East St. Louis, Illinois.
Gabe Watkins, Herculaneum, Missouri.
Chemo Chancellor, East St. Louis, Illinois.
Cole Rickerman, Festus, Missouri.
Devontae Sinisi, London, United Kingdom.
Darian Webb, Papa Bluff, Missouri.
Kate Harmon, Perth, Western Australia.
Harrison Razor, Evansville, Indiana.
Gavin Smith, Mount Carmel, Illinois.
Kobe Branscombe, Festus, Missouri.
Sean Villanelle, Clarksville, Tennessee.
Thurman Law has been your trusted legal MVP for over 75 years. Touchdowns to tough legal battles, we've got your back on every game of life. Whether you're facing a personal injury, need a defense strategy, or tackling family matters, Thurman Law Firm is the winning play. Like your favorite team, we're dedicated to the Jefferson County community. Choose Thurman Law Firm, your legal champions for over 7 decades. Give them a call, 636-789-8989.
The Jefferson County Tourism Commission invites you to explore the natural beauty, fine dining, parks, wineries and breweries, scenic drives, historic sites, and even a local raceway. All this and so much more. All these things can be found right here in Jefferson County, Missouri. Plan your trip today at visitjeffersoncounty.com, the main source for all things Jefferson County.
The Breeze Dental Care Team consists of dedicated individuals who are caring, kind, and friendly. Our staff is here to ensure a pleasant experience during your visit to our office. Our team includes experienced and energetic people whose goal it is to communicate well with our patients and provide the best care possible. Providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic care. Schedule a visit by calling 636-937-3030 or find us on the web at breezedentalcare.com.
What if there was a place that could help you discover the possibilities? A place where you could find your passion, your purpose, your path. Jefferson College is that place. So what are you waiting for? Discover the possibilities at Jefferson College.
And I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord, oh Lord. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, and I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, I can feel it in the air tonight. Oh Lord, oh Lord, and I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, oh Lord.
The House Bar and Grill at your Festus Pasta House is your place to watch all local high school sports live. That's right, I said live. Come in and enjoy all local high school sports brought to you live on our 5 big screen TVs from Livestream STL. Also enjoy our happy hour menu, which includes half-price pizzas, discounted appetizers, and drink specials. We are the best place to gather for your local high school sports brought to you by Livestream STL at your Festus Pasta House on Highway A, where it's always a great time.
Our halftime score, 37-23, State Fair over Jefferson right now. We jump upstairs here real quick, and we talk about all of the fun first half antics and interesting things going on up here. And take it away there, Mr. Matt Bates.
Well, I got to tell you, so State Fair, all 5 of their starting 5 have points on the board. To Jefferson College's credit, 4 of their 5, Watkins been held off the score sheet. But looking back at the State Fair starting 5, 2 guys, Barrow and Jackson, have accounted for 21. So if you look at the scoreboard real quick, the Vikings only have 23 points. 2 of their starters only have 2 points less than what Jefferson College has as a collective team, Brian.
Yeah, and I mean, it's been pretty much a show for State Fair to this point. I mean, Barrow himself just knocking down shots, really kind of, it's been too easy for them. That would be my best way to put it. They have just been able to get to the rim easy, and even when there is someone in the way, there's a wide open three just waiting for them. And so for the Vikings, they've got to clean up basketball. They've got to play better defense and stop the empty possessions.
And you know what? And like none of that made any of my keys to the game in the pregame show, because when you send the State Fair Roadrunners to the charity stripe, they're knocking down everything in sight, but they have yet to really be that dominant, that forceful. And now, are they making the opportunities that they're given? Yes, but not like I thought they would be getting.
Right.
It is the empty possessions where turning the ball over without being a threat of any sort. When you give somebody just a free ball and a free possession and they put points off of it, you see how that is just expanded into a 14-point lead. And starting off half number 2, Jefferson College will get possession of the ball down by 14. So let's see what the Vikings and CB Walker bring to the table here after the halftime chit-chat, if you will. Vikings will be going left to right. Well, right off the hop, Cade Harmon, who had 3 in the first half. The Thunder from down under puts 2 in.
Yeah, and they're really going to need him to kind of get going. To your point, I believe you said he averages around 14 or so a game, and, you know, only having 3 there in the first half really kind of limited their offense.
And so it looks like the scoop motion. Are they going to count the bucket? And I believe they are. Okay.
They're not being pretty descriptive. They're kind of leaving us up here to kind of guess
well, the
at
official made a sweep move underneath. Normally you make the down bucket like you're counting it, and then the and one. But anyway, that's what happened, and they were going to promptly knock that one through as we speak. So that will be Isaiah Jackson. So, but once again, not that many attempts to shoot free throws, but they're making the most of their limited number of chances there at the stripe.
Yeah, and I would say that's the one good thing Jefferson has done is kept them from the free throw line. But to your point, they are making them.
3-pointer from Cade Harmon. So for somebody that had only 3 in the first half, he has 5 right now in the first minute and a half.
That's right. And whatever the CB Walker talked to him about, just come out and shoot the ball, is working right now.
Drank the point punch. Pass down low. Goes to Jackson. They kick back out. 3-ball rings off. Rickerman going to bring that one down. Gives it over to Watkins. Watkins, again, averages about 10 a game for number 10. Was held off the score sheet in the first half. So, you know, I mean, even if you give him 5 in the first half, you're still, you know, you're looking at 33-40. You're still looking at, 7 points. But, just getting some of that productivity. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll just keep it right here as well, and we will talk about the 3 restaurants that air our games. That would be Pasta House in Festus, Texas Roadhouse in Festus, Case and Buck's Grub and Pub up there in Barnhart. Go see Jeff Fitter and the crew up there. Thank you for airing our games at your establishment. Catch the local sports provided to you from Livestream STL at these 3 locations: Pasta House, Texas Roadhouse, Case and Buck's.
You're not going to be disappointed on any of those 3 locations
No.
on the food selection.
No, you want a steak? You're in the area. Head over to Texas Roadhouse. You want some great pasta? Head on over to Pasta House. You want all the other things like some of the chicken wings. You got the salads like you wouldn't believe up there. You got some of the coldest drinks in town, especially if you're 21 or over.
That's it.
Jeff Fitter, he'll take care of you up there in Barnhart. 18-24 left to go in this one. Right now it has modestly been reduced to a 12-point deficit, 40-28. Coming out of the half, again, Cade Harmon, the Thunder from down under, averages 17. He now has 8 on the day. Long throw in back to Watkins. uncontested, comes back over the timeline. Telegraph pass there from Harmon. And bucket's going to be waved off, foul on the floor. But, yeah, you know, some of these cross-court passes, you know, and especially when you're playing a real tight man-on-man, it does not take much athleticism to really, you know, stick your hand in there and, you know, throw out that effort.
Yeah, you're right on there. Just as you said, telegraph pass, as we see one right there on the same from the Roadrunners.
Once again, the basketball gods giveth and taketh, and right there, Cliff Barrow, he's going to grab a little ticky-tacky foul on Rickerman on the way by. So, if you're on the Vikings side, you know, you'll take that. But again, right under the bucket, what are you going to do with it? So Watkins really close to the 5. That was a 5-second violation, so that's what you're going to do with it. You're going to give it right back to State Fair.
Yeah, again, just those possessions that you're just giving away. You cannot
You got
have
nothing.
those.
You were right under the bucket, less than 5 feet. You can't even get the throw in, much less even a shot off. So even the what-ifs, you can throw that out the window. Here's Dew. Spin move. That goes up empty. Turnover, back over. Here comes Rickerman. He goes up. That's tipped on the way through. Elbow to the line to shoot 2. They're going to get 15 with the foul on the way by. Nope, they're going to. Was that a 13 or a 15? Yeah, 15. So that will be Isaiah Jackson. That's his first one. And that's going to send Rickerman to the line. Rickerman, normally averaging 10 a game, has 5. Knocks that one down. So again, you know, what do you do with your time at the line? He knocks them both down. So give him 7. So with Watkins being held off the score sheet, again, as we saw in the women's game earlier, you know, who's going to pick up the slack?
Right.
So, you know what? Nobody likes to be held off the score sheet. I get that. But you know what? That's what you get your teammates for. Somebody's got to have to pick up, you know, their bulk of the work. Down low. Foul on the floor. Nope, actually on the way up to shoot.
Yeah, and to your point, I mean, you know, you're right. No one wants to be held off the score sheet, but sometimes it's just not your night, or you got to tip your cap to the other side in the defense that's being played to you. It's just not opening up opportunities for you, and you're right. You got to trust your teammates.
First one is knocked down, so that is a 41-30 lead. Once again, back up to 11, back up to 12. So Jackson, who once again 93% coming into the game from the free throw line, definitely not the guy you want to send to the line. So Rickerman blocked down on the floor, tried to get a shot off. So let's see if they're going to call it going to be a throw in. Rickerman tried his darndest to get that up to go to the line, but I think the ref called his bluff on that when Dew comes out. I'll take that. That'll bring in Felly from Ottawa, Ontario. Watkins all the way across court, and once again, right off the hand of Harmon, empty possession on that one. So, 42-30, 17, just a couple ticks above 17 minutes. State Fair gonna chew some clock off, 15 on the shot clock. Working the ball around, goes up top to Coleman. Coleman goes in off the paint and in. 2 in the first half, 2 here in the second half. So
yeah, and that's
came in averaging 3.5, so he can take his foot off the gas now too.
Yeah, and that was just good one-on-one basketball once the shot clock got down, just taking your man off the dribble and getting to the lane.
Rickerman back over to Watkins. He's going to long-range 3. So, once again, that's got to be like the third one I've seen that's bounced off the rim and has gone over the backboard. No chance for a rebound. So, to me, like, I'm not saying that's an empty possession, but it's just a free possession back to them with that ball going over the backboard like that.
Yeah, and I know you're struggling. You're not on the scorecard at this point, but, you know, it just seems like a tough shot to be taken that early in the shot clock.
I cannot agree with you anymore. Watkins, he's going to try to do something. That goes in and out of the bucket. He's down on the baseline back there. He's in some distress. Back they come. So with the Vikings with the ball, that looks like an injury timeout now that is going to be taken with 16:01.
Yeah, and that looked like just a difficult fall there. I think as he was going to the ground, once he hit the backside of his head, slammed the floor. And so hopefully, nothing severe there with him as he lays on the floor just waiting.
We're going to just step aside real quick while they attend to Mr. Watkins. That is Vikings basketball right here on Livestream STL.
What if there was a place that could help you discover the possibilities? A place where you could find your passion, your purpose, your path. Jefferson College is that place. So what are you waiting for? Discover the possibilities at Jefferson College.
So Gabe Watkins is back up over to the bench, holding the back of his head. So I'm sure banging that on the floor shook up the brain jelly just a touch, and that is never a fun experience. And Marie Self over there wiping up the residual dampness that's on the floor over there.
Yeah, and just keep an eye on that to see if he will be able to kind of settle down and come back in, or if that's something they just want to kind of keep him off the floor for a little bit to make sure there's no residual concussion symptoms.
I was going to say, the knot might still be there, but it's just getting your bearings back. Could have some trouble with that. There's almost a turnover back in the back. That was just a little errant throw by Avant Coleman, almost turned into a free possession for Jeffco, but nonetheless, Coleman back again. Kick up top. That was a fresh look for the three. Rejected on the way through by Villanea. Stick the big mid out there, big fella. Over to Rickerman, 3-ball, air ball. Well, so much for that. Barrow's going to bring that right back up and tips it back to Edwards. Edwards, he's going to slow things down a little bit now.
Yeah, a lot of contested threes early in the shot clock. That's not something I think you're really coaching or looking for.
Well, and it's not like you're playing with a big enough lead to get away. And so last time I checked, Vikings are down by 14. So there's one off the panel and in. So that was number 15 once again, Isaiah Jackson, and he's going to go to the line to shoot an and one.
Yeah, and we talked about it in the first half that Jefferson had done a good job of keeping State Fair off the line. Not so far the case here in the second half. It seems like every other possession or so they're at the line, and that's not a good thing.
7 in the first half, 7 right now, make it 8. So normally from Paragould, Argentina, so there's another one to add to the UN meeting for today. Jackson comes in averaging only, about 9+ a game. He has 15, so he can take his foot off the gas anytime soon too.
Yeah, maybe, take some time to rest. You're outscoring yourself a little bit.
Exactly. So let's see what happens here. There's ball tipped on the way through, goes off the hand of Gavin Smith, so easy peasy. Empty possession comes right on back, and a 17-point lead for State Fair. 14:35 and counting. And that will be Avant Coleman with the ball right here near us. 19 on the shot clock now. A little just chewing of the time, milking of the clock, if you will. Through the lane, comes up short. Ball taken by Harmon. He comes right back up top. That was Harrison Razor into the ball game, number 22. Little 3-on-1 that was over there. Everybody backs off now. Here comes Coleman. He's going to drive through. That ball's swatted away. Gavin looking to work on him again, but through and to the bottom of the net goes Avant Coleman. Give him 6 on the day.
Yeah, and that's just an effort basket right there. I mean, he just wanted to score, got his rebound, got back up. Just great play there by Coleman.
49-30. Another one rolls in and out. 4 road runners there to grab that rebound as Webb's shot just did not want to fall through. The bucket seems to be a little tighter down there.
Well, and that was one of the challenges Coach Walker talked about coming into the game is they just have not shot the ball well. And right now it's really plaguing them, especially to start this second half.
Here comes Coleman, comes through, little too hard because he was underneath the basket. That was Razor giving a pass to Webb there in a short little amount of space, but he goes off the panel and in. 2 in the first half, 2 in the second half.
Yeah, and maybe Webb can create a little bit of a spark here. We talked about it early in the first half. You need someone coming off the bench to really provide some energy. Maybe he can get it going for the Vikings.
Maybe Spud Webb is the spark plug you need. But right now, off the square goes that one. Back up come the Vikings. Webb gets it back out, kicks it over to Smith. Off the front of the rim for 3. Back over to Webb. Dish down low. Back over to Smith. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2 from Mount Carmel, Illinois.
Yeah, and I
Sorry about that.
A little bit of the mic. That's all good. It happens to the best of us. Don't worry. But, yeah, just good offensive possession there. Moving the ball. I mean, a couple times, you know, it almost got taken away, but you're just finding the open guys.
And that is a mass exodus of 3 road runners over there. In comes number 10, Asagi. Number 3, Steven Samuels, and double deuce, Ben Miller from Kansas City Mo. From the other side of the state, down and through goes Gavin Smith. So, nice job at the line, Mr. Smith. So, makes it a 15-point deficit. So, you know, just chunk and chew. What can you do?
Yeah.
Nico Bateman out there now getting his first action of the day, along with Branscombe.
Yeah, good pressure.
They generate
right
a turnover.
Right, good pressure, getting a turnover. And I was just getting ready to say, defense is really where this run is going to start if you're on Jefferson's side.
And there's a timeout on the floor. We're going to take one as well with 12:17 left to go. Vikings down by 15. Vikings basketball live stream STL.
Thurman Law has been your trusted legal MVP for over 75 years. Touchdowns to tough legal battles, we've got your back on every game of life. Whether you're facing a personal injury, need a defense strategy, or tackling family matters, Thurman Law Firm is the winning play. Like your favorite team, we're dedicated to the Jefferson County community. Choose Thurman Law Firm, your legal champions for over 7 decades. Give them a call, 636-789-8989.
The House Bar and Grill at your Festus Pasta House is your place to watch all local high school sports live. That's right, I said live. Come in and enjoy all local high school sports brought to you live on our 5 big screen TVs from Livestream STL. Also enjoy our happy hour menu, which includes half-price pizzas, discounted appetizers, and drink specials. We are the best place to gather for your local high school sports brought to you by Livestream STL at your Festus Pasta House on Highway A, where it's always a great time.
12:17 left to go in the second half. Back here at Jefferson College, the Joe Ellen Stringer Court inside the Jefferson College Field House. Matt Bates and Brian Kaplinger are back here with you, alongside producer Ray Hallbrook in the house as well. And just like that, right out of the break, there's a ball thrown off the hands of Webb and out of bounds. So turnover with the ball going back over to the State Fair Roadrunners.
I mean, I know any turnover is a killer, but when you come out of a timeout, whether it be media, your own timeout or what, and you just don't get anything out of that possession, it really, really hurts.
Well, because you didn't spend the last 45 seconds going over what we were going to do with the ball to come right back out, and the first pass you make, zip right out it goes.
Right.
So there went that, and back into the bucket, Isaiah Jackson. Pretty much, I'm done calling his name today. And there's still a lot of game left to go. Webb going to navigate through. Branscombe on the far side. Dish down low. Thank you very much. That one went off the hand of number 21, Cade Harmon. Bangs right off the chest of Jackson. About the only miscue he's made today was just the fact he couldn't bring that pass in. But you look at the Vikings, though, Jalen Boyd is out, and the 10-plus points he brings to the game. Stephen Bonner averages 5 a game. He's out. Jordan Wade, a modest 3, but he's out. So you got 3 guys out of the lineup that, you're averaging a collective almost 20 points a ball game for you.
Yeah, and somebody's got to step up and fill those shoes. And again, you're talking about a lot of things that don't necessarily show up on the score sheet when those minutes have to get filled by someone that's not used to playing those type of minutes. And so you're really, stretching yourself when you're talking 1 guy out, much less 3.
So, and then, that undue pressure, you got Gabe Watkins held off the score sheet right now. So now you're looking at 20 points that are unaccounted for.
Right.
So, got to figure out how to spread the love around and who can pick up the slack. But down low, off the square, goes Felly. So his first actual bucket, he had 2 coming in the first half, and that was both on free throw shots. 11 minutes left to go in this one, and it is back up to a 19-point lead for State Fair. And once again, a mass exodus. Back comes Watkins. Back comes Rickerman. In comes Gavin Smith, Villanea, and Kanzler.
Yeah, and this is just that wholesale switch to say, hey, by Coach Walker, this is our time to make the run. If we're not going to make the run here, it's going to really put us behind the 8 ball. We're not going to have a chance to get back in this game. So let's get everybody back in and see what we can do.
But I got to tell you, the job by the subs that were in there, they added a little, fuel to the fire. But, you get a little travel, so State Fair. Empty possession with the ball to make that a 20-plus point lead. Not so fast. So back comes Watkins. Crosses the timeline, being guarded by Samuels. Gives the ball over to Gavin Smith. Smith going to kick it back out to Kanzler. Back over to Gabe Watkins. Watkins down to Smith. Smith picks up his dribble. Up top to Harmon. Nope, Rickerman. Bounce pass, down low, in through the feet, and going to be retained by Jefferson College.
Yeah, it's good to see Watkins back out on the court after that big fall holding his head, and so I'm glad everything's okay with the noggin.
Hopefully he's not seeing double out there, you know what I mean? So Villanea airballs it. Quick transition game, back up, 2 steps, in goes Asagi.
Yeah, and those are the transition baskets you just can't have.
So 10 minutes left to go in this half, in this ball game. That looked like a little too much bumping along Ben Miller down there as, Rickerman was just kind of like, well, what was that? And I saw the same thing.
Right. I thought for a minute there was going to get a no call on that, and I'm very glad that they called it. Otherwise, this game could get ugly with that type of shot.
It's like when you're at the supermarket and the guy next to you opens his car door up, bangs into you, and he just kind of looks at you like, you didn't feel that, did you? I'm going to just close that. Can we do that again? So, anyway, Gabe Watkins. He's down low, spits it back out. Rickerman going to try his luck once again on Miller. He's going to kick it back out to Watkins. 4 on the shot clock, 3. That goes in and out. So even though the shot clock resets, the rebound's taken by the Roadrunners. In and out move, dish down low. And Dew. That is Thomas Dew, number 11, gets another 2. Rickerman tosses it back out. Gavin Smith, top of the 3. 2-on-1 down there. Fresh look for Villanea. Airballs that. It's going to be collected by Rickerman, and off and in he goes. So another timeout taken on the floor with 9:06 left to go in this. We're going to step aside as well. This is Vikings basketball right here on Livestream STL.
Rutherford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Rutherford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Family pride is driven home. Rutherford. VIKINGS.com.
Back here at Jefferson College, coming out of the break. Brian, I mean, what do you think the discussion was down there? If you're, let's say you and I are CB Walker in there. I mean, what are you saying?
I mean, we got to hold the ball. And really, you know, I just said it to you, Matt, and the break. You just got to win the last 9 minutes. I mean, right now, don't look at the scoreboard. It is not in your favor. You don't even want to look in that direction. And so just focus on what you can do for these last 9 minutes, and maybe with a minute or so to go, you can look up and see yourself back in the game.
And not down by 3 touchdowns.
Right.
Correct. 21 is the deficit. 57-36 is the score with 9:04, and State Fair has the ball. So long range throw in back over to Dew, near court by us. Being guarded by Villanea. He's going to kick it back out to Ben Miller. Miller, nice pass. Top of the key right there to Jackson. Jackson, he's going to kick it back out. And so there is Mosa Asagi, who's going to kick that one out of bounds. So a gift for the Jefferson College Vikings.
Yeah, but you got to take advantage of these. They're only gifts if you do something with it at this point, and so you cannot have empty possessions. You've got to make this time count if you're going to crawl back into this.
Yes, I totally agree with that. You cannot chew 25 seconds off the clock and not do anything productive. Watkins is going to go in 1-on-3, kicks it back out. Rickerman, he's going to try to drive on Miller. Spin move just inside, kicks it back out. Watkins once again. He's going to fire it up. That goes off the back iron. Nothing going in for Watkins.
Yeah, definitely been a tough shooting day for Watkins. You can kind of see it even in his body language and expression down there on the court, just not having a lot of fun right now. But a lot of credit to this State Fair defense. That man-to-man defense has been really, really tight, and there hasn't been a lot of clean looks for the Vikings.
And I know producer Ray Hallbrook has done a number of games over at Herculaneum. I know we've done a lot of games over at Herculaneum. Saw Gabe Watkins over there. Weren't many games where you saw Mr. Watkins throwing up an O for Ray.
Yes.
Succinct, very much just the in and out, and yes. So
great insight there.
Producer affirmation right there.
A man of little words.
Oh, I beg to differ, my friend. I beg to differ. 8:22 left to go in this one. Branscom's going to fire up a 3. That one goes off. Like I said, the rim, I think, has shrunken. Because there is just nothing wanting to fall through. And it's, hey, to their credit, Jeffco's thrown up enough air balls, though. But the ones that have just been banging and rolling around inside of the rim, something's got to fall through to just be like, oh, thank you.
Right, maybe we
and
can't
they're not
see
getting
it, but
that.
Saran wrap might be wrapped around that goal over there.
Oh, my goodness. But still, once again, the deficit's 21. That has not changed now for about the last minute and a half. So it's really, really tough to make any headway on that when the score doesn't change. There's a rebound now taken by Kanzler. Going to give it over to Watkins. Here we go, transition. Gavin comes right down. That goes off the hands and up. So here comes Dew. Look out. Jam time! Thomas Dew. Thomas did.
That's right. You saw that coming as soon as the turnover happened. He was been looking for that on a break all night and does not disappoint.
With authority, brings down the Thunder. Watkins, he's going to drive in. That goes off the panel. Nothing on that one as he slides all the way to the back. Dew comes through. Mercy. Offensive charge. Branscombe, get the number on that license plate. He will take that. Wow.
A little excited maybe after that last dunk, looking for his second one, but there was a guy in the way, and you can't just run through him.
Well, you know what? Paying the price does Branscombe, and so does Dew, is that he picks up his 5th, and out he comes. So, I mean, I would dare say normally I wouldn't say throwing your body in front of a speeding truck like that would be the thing to do, but he did it, and Dew winds up grabbing some time over on the bench with his 5th. So, you know, I mean, I guess, hey, you know, give a little sticker after the game to Branscombe for drawing that foul and getting Dew out of the way.
Absolutely.
A little doo-doo. Branscombe going to go down low. Tried to force that one a little too much into Kanzler, and it got canceled out. So here is Osagi up top. Him and Samuels playing a little pitch and catch over there. Give it over to Barrow. Get it out of his hand. Please and thank you.
Right. That was
Under
the only
7 minutes left to go.
of Dew going out of the game.
Ben Miller back up top now. Once again, Hoosiers basketball. Everybody's touched it at least once. That's big Munlin.
Big 7-footer there from Atlanta, Georgia.
Nothing on that. Welcome to the game, though, James Munlin. Kanzler on Munlin. He's going to try to navigate his way through. There's a foul. They're going to get Munlin on a grab, which I think he just had his hands in the air. And when the other guy you're guarding is like 6'8", 6'9", I mean, he's going to kind of like fall right into your hand on that one with the grasp. Timeout taken. We're going to step aside as well. 6:30 left to go. This is Vikings basketball live stream STL.
Thurman Law has been your trusted legal MVP for over 75 years. Touchdowns to tough legal battles, we've got your back on every game of life. Whether you're facing a personal injury, need a defense strategy, or tackling family matters, Thurman Law Firm is the winning play. Like your favorite team, we're dedicated to the Jefferson County community. Choose Thurman Law Firm, your legal champions for over 7 decades. Give them a call, 636-789-8989.
The House Bar and Grill at your Festus Pasta House is your place to watch all local high school sports live. That's right, I said live. Come in and enjoy all local high school sports brought to you live on our 5 big screen TVs from Livestream STL. Also enjoy our happy hour menu, which includes half-price pizzas, discounted appetizers, and drink specials. We are the best place to gather for your local high school sports brought to you by Livestream STL at your Festus Pasta House on Highway A, where it's always a great time.
6:30 left to go in this one, 59-36. Vikings got some tough sledding here, down by 23.
Yeah, and in games like this, you got to have a little bit of fun in the booth here and just having some fun with our producer, Ray. It's been a long day. We're nearing the end, but a great first game with the ladies, and so far here in the second game, the State Fair Roadrunners have really made a statement.
That they have, but what does Jefferson College do coming out of the break? So misses that one, does Kanzler, so that will Kanzler that out. So back up top now, Steven Samuels, even though he has 3 on the day, averages 11.5. Just a collective effort up and down for State Fair today. I mean, I know you can go back, look at the tape, go over some of the stuff they did wrong today, but you know what? They're putting the bucket through when it counts. Here's Branscombe with a pickoff. He's going to come down 1 on 3. That's stuffed right back out of his way. So maybe a chance to set up shop. He decided to take it to the bucket. A little pick by Webb on the way through. Got a little too far into the back pocket with 5:51 left to go in this one.
Yeah, and this is where you're going to have to dig down deep as the Vikings.
And another media timeout taken on the floor with 5:51. We're still going to keep it right here. And the who and the what do we want to address and talk about? Where are we next, Ray? I mean, tomorrow I know we've got ABA action.
tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be ABA tomorrow. We'll have high school basketball Monday and Friday next week. I take that back. Monday, Wednesday, or Monday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday we'll be right back here. I gotta double check that schedule here real quick.
Well, I know for the Vikings, they're next up on Saturday, December 9th. They're at Lincoln Trail. That's a classic Region 24 D1 matchup.
They'll be here Wednesday the 6th. We've got Southeastern Illinois College for the boys and Vincennes for the girls. So
see, never trust that NJCAA website.
I'll tell you. Yeah. Hey, if you're interested in being a sponsor with us, we'd love to have you on board here. Give us a call, 314-852-4398. Help us highlight the amazing folks in courtside basketball. That's high school basketball. Vikings basketball, obviously, right here, and then the ABA as well. So give us a call, 314-852-4398.
Hashtag for the kids, hashtag now for the men as well, too.
That's right.
Right on.
As we progress through, I mean, we got the ABA, we've got the college, we have the high school. So pretty much as you want to make your way up the rankings, you know, and the professional levels, as Ben Miller gets on the score sheet, Livestream STL is there along the way. Another one up and in for Ben Miller. His first 2 of the day just extends that, as that is now a 25-point lead with 5:42 and counting. Rickerman, he's going to drive through. He's going to kick back out to Webb. Webb back over to Branscombe. Dish back out to Webb for 3. Drano. Darian Webb. 2 in the first half, 5 in the second half. Give him 7 on the day. 61-39. Shaves it down to 22. That is Gavin Smith up top on Steven Samuels. He's just going to drive through the paint, goes off the panel and in.
Nice crossover and just a great job of getting to the lane.
Did he make that look easier than what it was, or was that just that was just a great athletic move?
Absolutely, just quick first burst and then on to the lane.
Another turnover. Ben Miller goes in, and charge called on Ben Miller. So second on Big Ben. That'll send the ball back over to the Vikings. So as we've been saying the whole game now, what's the Vikings going to do on this possession? Webb over to Rickerman. It's going to spin off the block by Branscombe, bounce pass right down at the feet of Webb, but they get it over to Nico Bateman. Number 3 checks into the ball game. Bateman, he's going to try to drive through 1-on-2. Bingo, nice. Bango off the panel and in. The 6-foot freshman just made short work of that.
Very athletic play to avoid the defenders and get that ball up and in.
Samuels, once again. They go down low. Quick pass, jam, time, Munlin. The big man from Atlanta, GA, the 7-footer, made short work of that 3 feet between him and the bucket.
I was going to say, there's not too much distance there, so we're glad to see him getting on the score sheet.
Bateman had a chance for a little pick and roll, decided to go the other way. That's going to be Webb. Cuts all the way back through, give Webb another 2. So he has 7 now in the second half, and so cuts the lead or the deficit to 22.
Yeah, and
Bateman almost an interception on that pass, but that goes off his hands and out, and another timeout taken, and we're
going to stay here.
Not a timeout.
Yeah, I thought it was too there for a second, but the way they were signaling, I thought for sure we had a timeout coming, but not. But when you talk about Bateman and Webb both seeing a little bit more playing time here, obviously because of the score, but it gives them an opportunity to showcase a little bit of their talents, maybe pick up some extra minutes in games to come.
And another bucket put in by Mosagi, and I say this every game too. Coach is putting you in there for a reason, even if it is mop-up duty. Show me something.
Right.
You know, or just the mindset, what am I going to show the coach?
Right.
He's putting me in there for a reason, so why not make the most of it?
Absolutely.
Because this game time, and that's what I say, no matter what level you're at, even if it's like a 17-1 game in baseball, you know what? You don't get those at bats, those innings pitched, those innings caught, or time on the base paths. You can sit there, practice that all day, but when you're put into the game, and what do you do with that time, you know, allows you, I think, to enhance your experience a little more. That way you're more ready. Branscombe knocks another one down, so that's 2 on the day. 1 in the first half, 1 in the second half, with 1 tick under 3 minutes left to go in this one.
Yeah, and I mean, you're right on in that, Matt. It's just taking advantage of the opportunities that you're given in that moment to do what you can do. And again, in these moments, the coach's eyes are on you. He's watching to see what you can do in game time situations. So take advantage of it.
And Branscombe knocks another one down. Well, you know what? Because if I'm going to put you in there, and I am watching you like that, well, you know what you're going to do? You're going to determine for me whether I'm going to do that again or not.
Right.
So, yeah, make the most of it while you're in there. Make that coach's decision to put you in or not that much harder.
Absolutely.
You know, you're down by 22 right now. I looked at one scoreboard, and they're both blocked by those other standards out there. There's a air ball put up, so Webb comes back. You know, you come out here and you knock down 12 in a short amount of time. There's a three-pointer, and count it. Nico Bateman with a 3 and 1 has a chance at a 4-point play. But you know what? If he bangs this one off and you kick it back out, knock down another 3, you know, you could very well just, you know, you could have a potential 6-point play on your hand right here.
Right. I mean, you know, and Bateman's doing exactly what we're talking about. He's taking advantage of his opportunity to play right now. He's showing us on the offensive side he's able to knock down some shots. And
look at
on
that.
The defensive
and they
side.
Get the rebound. They set it up. They kick it back out for 3.
To your point, 6-point swing right there.
So that is the Razor, Harrison Razor, knocking down another 3, 67-51 now, with 2:04 left to go in this contest. So out comes Kanzler, in comes Sanusi. Back in comes Gavin Smith, out comes Webb. So again, 2:04 left to go in this one, and once the game's over, we'll most likely get Coach C.B. Walker and a real quick gathering of what his thoughts are on this. There's a turnover. Back comes the Razor. Kicks it back out to Branscombe, almost a shuffle step travel, but Razor kicks it over to Bateman. Bateman now with a $146 and counting. He's going to set up for 3. Goes off the rim. That's grabbed by number 30, Isaiah Thomas, getting his first look. From Pageland, South Carolina, big 6'8". Welcome to the score sheet for minutes played right now. Kick up top to him. Can't miss him with the fluorescent green marker shoes.
Hey, you got to make a statement on the floor, right? Get noticed.
Got to be visible. There you go. Branscombe was on Samuels. Nope. Touchback. That's put in by Cliff Barrow. Haven't mentioned his name in a while. Can't say it. I don't mind that. But 66 seconds left to go in this one. Harrison Razor in and out of the feet. Stops, pops. That goes off the back of the iron. And under a minute now left to go, just like that. And Samuels comes back up with the ball. They're in no hurry now. Up by 18.
Yeah, this is going to be just run your offense until about, 7 seconds left.
10 on the shot clock. About a 30-second differential in the game clock and the shot clock, but that'll be a foul. Down low, looks like that's on 24 if I read the fingers right. Yep, 24. That will be Kobe Branscombe picking up his 3rd. $37.1.
I was interested there because our Barrow was kind of hanging back by that line. I was waiting to see if they were going to make that call again.
Hey, we saw that in the first game. You walk back there and you touch that blue arc. That can nullify. Apparently, it's some little magical zone inside that arc that it's a no-no to step outside of that. And he knocks that one down and through. Either that or, it's chances are it's probably just like for the women's game.
There's a good possibility.
So, again, the women's have quarters, the men have halves, and so there's 24 seconds on the clock. Bounce pass down low, off the panel and in. 21, David Barazzi from Senegal.
They're definitely taking care of the international audience today.
I'm telling you, check another one off. Ugh. Razor just ran right into Felly. They kick it back out. Felly, no shot. That's time's going to run out. 73-51's the final score. I'm going to run down and grab a couple thoughts here from Coach C.B. Walker before we get out of here. So we'll be back with you in just a second right here. That is Jefferson College Vikings basketball live stream STL.
Thurman Law has been your trusted legal MVP for over 75 years. Touchdowns to tough legal battles, we've got your back on every game of life. Whether you're facing a personal injury, need a defense strategy, or tackling family matters, Thurman Law Firm is the winning play. Like your favorite team, we're dedicated to the Jefferson County community. Choose Thurman Law Firm, your legal champions for over 7 decades. Give them a call, 636-789-8989.
Hey, y'all, it's Jeff from Case and Bucks. Thanks for watching the games today. We appreciate all your business all year long. Don't forget, we've got awesome wings, we got amazing burgers, we got salads like you wouldn't believe. Come check us out. We have barbecue on Thursdays. We have Southern Nights on Wednesdays. We've got bingo on Tuesdays. We can't wait to see you all. Thanks a bunch, and we look forward to having a great summer with y'all.
Live stream STL. Jefferson College basketball men's game today, the 3 o'clock game. Matt Bates on the floor with Jefferson College coach C.B. Walker. C.B. Didn't really go as planned. I mean, you got a number of injuries, but take us through the game a little bit and the way the Vikings were able to just kind of hold. They held their own for a little while, but then the game just got away.
Yeah, I mean, just like I told them in the timeout, this is college basketball, man. We got to be able to score the ball. I think it gets as simple as that. That's 2 games back-to-back to where we didn't score the ball well enough. Last game we were 17 for 64. I'm pretty sure this is close to that as well. And we got to be better in the post. We got dominated down there by their 4s and their 5s. We got to be better down there.
The empty possessions, we were talking about that during the game, that just, it's not so much sending someone to the line to shoot to, it's coming down, spending a minute and a half on a drive, you get nothing out of it, and it just seemed like State Fair was taking every advantage off of that with those empty possessions coming down and putting points up on their own.
Yeah, I agree on that. We that's one of the biggest things that's been our problem throughout the whole season. We'll get a stop, and then we'll come down and get nothing. But they gotta understand, when teams take away from our first and second option, we got to be able to continue to run our offense to get to our 3rd, 4th, and possibly 5th option. And we did that. That's how we got the lead back. But then all of a sudden we went away from it. I don't know why, but we'll continue to grow. We'll continue to get better.
And we will be here to cover you next time we're out, okay? All righty, that is Vikings head coach C.B. Walker. Matt Bates, live stream STL. Back up to Ray and Brian.
Thank you, Matt. And quick recap here, Brian. And, tough one, took one on the chin here from State Fair.
Yeah, I mean, you heard it from Coach Walker right there. Didn't shoot well. He talked about it in pregame, talked about it, even during the game. You just saw they didn't shoot well. And then Burrow and Jackson from State Fair just really kind of took over in the post, leading the way for them. And, man, when they get rolling, they're a difficult team to guard and stop, and that's what you saw in the second half.
Final score 73-51. We will see you down the road here again. Thanks again for watching Vikings basketball on live stream STL. Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Any unauthorized use of this broadcast without the express written consent of Livestream STL is strictly prohibited.